Okay, do you want to introduce your game?
Are we doing it?
Yeah?
Standing up. Alright, okay, this is very much a work in progress prototype, so please bear that in mind because nothing works. Essentially, the idea is this is a sort of very heavily story-influenced murder mystery game, which is very open-ended and is heavily dependent on what the player chooses within the game. It's more to do with the player's attitude determines who their character is and the way things around them react to them, and in the end, the actual final plot elements. Well, it would if we got the damn thing working. So, what we do have here is a fairly, well, installer. An installer, yeah. We've got a... It's a good installer. We've got essentially one sort of plot. We made it work. It didn't work. It didn't work for about 5 minutes. But essentially we've got sort of an example of the first plot group, sort of, with sort of preliminary dialogue and stuff like that to get things working, but and lots of us probably said completely useless dialogue, but for the most part we should be able to see most of it works. Is that working? Is it working? Yep, it's two finished. Okay, straight off. Put in some splash screen. We've got some concept art that I handed about most of it. And I had a lot with the dead damsel motif. Yeah, it's sort of film noir for the most part, or at least for the first few seconds. Yeah, we had a very, very ambitious idea to start with, and kept trimming it down and trimming it down and trimming it down until we had an idea that was still too ambitious to get done in 48 hours. So, yes, we know the lighting needs to be rebuilt. And then we can click quick now, and that'll be a very quick presentation. If you really want to. Okay, start. Ignore that guy. So you wake up, drunk, groggy, not sure what's going on, in your detective's office, and meet this guy. That's meant to be your hand. No, I'm not feeling up there. It's supposed to be locked down. The police should be here in 5 minutes. They don't know what happened to you, Jack. You never used to be this way. So now we know that we're Jack. Click done. How many times does it tell you? How many times? You've taken it too far now. Everything's over. One night spent with your cheap drink and fills, and looks what happens. So we're potentially an alcoholic as well. Done there as well. For God's sake, Jack, you've really done it this time. What have we done? What have we done? And he's meant to wobble and run off, but he doesn't.
He just stands there.
No, we had all that done, and they had a catastrophic crash, and there was no autosaves for that. So. Have a little quick look. Oh yeah, might as well. So we've got this whole detective's office, which is pretty sure it's best developed here. Show the what? The fan. Yeah, we spent ages on this fan.
It's a very nice fan.
It's not part of the plot, is it?
We're now at a detective's office. We've got this person who'll show what this is. And if we step out of our office here, we'll notice, oh dear. Oh, someone has been killed. And how long have you spent on that one? I can crouch. Excuse me, pity. This is probably where most of the effort in our just this model. So, yes, she is dead, Bobby. She hasn't been eating nothing but tomato juice for 3 days.
She just ignored that. The camera on the floor.
I did.
So,
camera up or something.
I think there was supposed to be a conversation with the director there, wasn't there, Chris? You'll notice there's a lot supposed to be. We only got the sort of main preliminary thing done about, I don't know, 3 hours before it had to be in.
All the plots in Word documents so you can download.
Yeah, we can read through it.
Bonus feature.
Shit, oh yeah, so we've got 5 minutes until the police arrive.
3 minutes.
3 minutes now. Then coming up here, we see the first sort of deception here. It is not film noir, it's a film set. In the first place. And I made them physics, but no one cares. And so, for example, the light streaming is actually just a light. It's all been set up. So, are we an actor, potentially? Who was that? And we got here. And we meet another character, so we can go and talk to the character with our lovely dialogue system that might have worked at one point. Imagine talking there. So, who is this person? I'm Ben, the director's assistant. It's a tough job, but I enjoy it. You'll never know, maybe I will be a great director one day. Thanks, Ben, for progressing the plot. And so essentially we've got lots of different characters that you can talk to, and his idea would be, for example, a good example would be talking to this guy here. Let's see what he has to say. Who is this person? He's a bored man with a very boring job. You know who I am. I'm the set supervisor. I supervise sets. So this person's not a happy man. He knows something about our character. He knows about our potentially drunken past, that kind of thing. Talking to him, we could go down one route and sort of expose our alcoholism and how we are an alcoholic, and we've spoken more and more. And this kind of closes up some plot routes but opens up other ones. To kind of demonstrate on that, because I think this bit works. I don't know what that was.
That was the bomb.
That was the bomb. Okay, is this? No, she's there. We can talk to her. Oh, who's this? Sam, why did you forget another one of your pathetic drinking assessments again? I think we're an alcoholic. I think it's pathetic. We've seen the blood, bitch.
I didn't see that one.
Do we have a sink, a wink, or a rink, or?
We have a sink. The sink works.
Hey, sink!
I watched the. Yes.
I never saw that room.
Yeah, you never found it. You weren't very good at that. But no, there's a scene near the start where after you see the woman, the director talks to you, you hold up your hands, you look at the blood, and I spent quite a bit of time lovingly animating that and then lost it completely. So, shit happens. But essentially, for example, if we're going to the director's room, this is totally the director's room here, there's nothing on his desk. If we had not talked to the studio director about our alcoholism, we would have found out that essentially there was a syringe there full of, what's the propofol, which can induce an intoxicated effect, including drowsiness, sluggishness, and amnesia in subjects that it's injected with. And he made a comment on the fact that he thought he had a bee sting or something like that. But no, in fact, the director has drugged him and made it look like he's going into a relapse when he may have actually been going teetotal for a while to try and get his life back. Yes, Bobby?
Who actually killed the woman?
Here's the thing.
Spoilers. Is it really dead?
Because in a minute, one of the cutscenes is going to completely fail to tell you the plot. Essentially, one of the big sort of things for a game is either it could have been either you or the director kills her. There's a love triangle going on between them, which is love. Actually, I probably get the love there. Did it ever work in the end? I don't think it totally didn't. So yeah. Oh, there you go, team. Officer, arrest this man. There's a police officer there.
Is that the second deception?
No, he is actually there. I don't know why we can't see him.
He's just on camera.
And, yeah.
He's a hero.
Okay. I think that's a round of applause.